Israel's Security Minister Itamar Ben Gvir has sparked controversy. The official briefly visited the compounds of the Al-Aqsa mosque in Jerusalem on Tuesday, and Palestinians aren't taking this move lightly. They have condemned the visit. They have labelled it as the storming of the Al-Aqsa mosque. Among other West Asian countries, the UAE has also slammed the visit, and now Israeli Premier Netanyahu's visit to the Gulf country has been postponed. Even though Netanyahu's administration has denied any connection to the incident, it is difficult to not draw parallels given the timing of this decision. Our next report explains more. Take a look.
חבר הכנסת בנימין נתניהו.
Newly elected Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu had said that his first official visit after returning to power would be to the UAE. But his aspirations hang in the air now. His visit to the UAE has been postponed to February. And the stunt that the Security Minister Itamar Ben Gvir could be blamed for the same. On Tuesday, Ben Gvir briefly visited the Al-Aqsa mosque compound in Jerusalem. He was seen strolling at the periphery of the compound, surrounded by a heavy security detail. Ben Gvir's 15-minute visit passed without incident. He did not even approach the mosque. And yet it has incensed Palestinians, drawn condemnation from much of West Asia. And the West too. Why? Maybe because of this statement. Listen in.
The government of Israel will not give to an organization of murderers, to a despicable terrorist organization. The Temple Mount is the most important place for the people of Israel. The Temple Mount is open for everyone. Muslims come up here, Christians, and yes, also Jews. In the government, which I am a member of, there won't be racist discrimination, and Jews will visit the Temple Mount. We make it clear to Hamas, we don't give in, we don't surrender, we don't blink.
Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh didn't take Ben Gvir's remarks too kindly. He accused his visit of being an attempt to turn the holy mosque into a Jewish temple. Other countries are also seeing the visit as a threat to the status quo arrangement at the mosque. Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey and the UAE have joined Palestinians in slamming the visit. The intrusion is being called an unprecedented provocation. Hamas, the group that governs the besieged Gaza Strip, has also issued warnings. It says Ben Gvir's move amounts to crossing a red line. And to make matters worse, the Israeli military found a rocket which was fired from Gaza on Tuesday night, but landed in the Palestinian territory. And now Netanyahu's government is being questioned, with the West Asian nations denouncing the visit. Netanyahu has seemed to have hit a fuse that could lead to a conflagration in West Asia.
We condemn this provocative breaking in, and we hold the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu directly responsible for this, especially that he misled the international community about this breaking in. We consider this as an official Israeli invitation to a round of violence in the field that will be hard to control.
Meanwhile, the US, which is Israel's closest ally, has expressed deep concerns over the developments.
So this is the mosque that you're talking about by the National Security Advisor there. Look, so the United States stands firmly, and we've been very clear for preservation of the status quo with respect to the holy sites in Jerusalem. Any unilateral action that jeopardizes the status quo is unacceptable, and we will continue to be steadfast on that and be very clear on that.
All this because of a 15-minute visit. Why? Let's understand. The Al-Aqsa mosque compound, which is known as the Temple Mount to Jews, is holy to both Muslims and Jews. Under a long-standing agreement, the status quo of the site only permits Muslim prayer. Visits from non-Muslims are permitted, but only at specific times. Al-Aqsa has been long seen as a symbol for Palestinian hopes of securing a state. But the goal looks even bleaker with Ben Gvir and other far-right allies now in Netanyahu's government. Gvir is infamous as a Palestinian-hating religious far-right player. So his visit to the mosque was bound to escalate tensions, and now the UAE is also among the top critics of the move. The Gulf nation, along with China, has called for a UN meeting over Ben Gvir's Al-Aqsa visit. There had been concerns that ties between Israel and the UAE could be impacted by the election of Netanyahu's hardline government. Before last year's election, the UAE had discouraged Netanyahu from including far-right lawmakers, Ben Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, in his government. However, Abu Dhabi had changed its tune since the right-wing religious bloc came to power. President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan congratulated Netanyahu after he was sworn in, but now the Gulf nation doesn't seem so certain. Netanyahu's visit has been postponed. His associates have denied any connection with Ben Gvir's actions. They have blamed it on logistical issues. But it is a little unconvincing, to say the least.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.